if you're wondering, guys, if it's strong enough, just walk up here to the edge. When the winds are out of the south or the northeast, you're better going to the left to get into that face. But this way, I can see if it's strong enough to lift me. So, what do you think, local? It's light but doable. It's light but doable. Go down that way, Doug. If you start to feel lift, look back to check your turn and then clear your turn and then go. It's always better if you can do your turn in lifting air when you hear a little bit of wind. Okay, now come right back this way. Okay, Kevin, straight out. You lost a lot there. Alright. Try to come back that way. And Doug, I'd come back before you get to where the blue glider is. I'd do a turn back. He's gaining a little bit now. But you can avoid those connections if you're already turning. The other person comes back. Looking good though. Alright. Keep an eye on each other. You now got two people in there with you. What I often do in this situation to get more people is I'll just stay at one corner, you know, and just enjoy the flying by myself there. I won't have to do this crossing stuff. Alright, a good recovery there. What? Don't look at your glider, it's fine. Feel it. Stand there until you get a stronger cycle and then go. Well, check your directions and then go. At the moment you're clear. Okay, now do your turn. Do your turn back this way. Don't fly out farther. At your 0 point, you just kind of hug the hill there. Okay, Chris, I would suggest going to the right. Take off and go to the right, Chris. Just fly across this way at your 0 point. You can then move across the side of this hill as you go along. Go down that way, Chris, and you start to catch lift. That will clear your turn and then come back. Gentle on those brake inputs. I see your glider moving around a lot, Chris. Not the most elegant top landing, but it worked. Go to your right. There's less people over that way. Okay guys, now the lift's getting stronger so you can go farther down that ridge to the north or to the south and get out of this launch area for leave open for other people. So, Irv, what was your big mistake on that flight?
You asked me. Well, I know I had to get into my harness because I wanted to get into it quick. But,
And how important is that? Are you going to fall out of your... How important is that to get in your harness? Are you going to fall out of it if you don't?
Fall out of it, but yeah.
So fly the glider first, and don't let go of those brakes. You're at the most dangerous part of your flight, and you're letting go of the brakes.
Yeah.
Fly the glider, get your turn going, and then when you're going across the hill, everything's looking good, then get into your seat. There's no rush to do that.
Yeah.
Your safety is much more important than your comfort.
Sure.
All right, and no letting go of those brakes.
All right.
Hang on to those things. Don't go past that wind streamers and where it really goes back at 90 degrees because there's rudder if you go back too far to the north. See how the windsock guys is pointing up a little bit? This is saying you're going to have no problem staying up. It's what? It's stronger. But the thing about this is if it gets real strong, you can always land back there. But it's easier to stay up now. So I didn't see what happened back there. Was that intentional?
rowdy air, I was out.
Oh, that wasn't look too intentional.
And so I kind of dealt with it and I flew back. And so I wasn't going to make the turn back over the ridge. So I just let it come down.
Morning. It's looking good.
Pretty sweet, isn't it? Morning. Hi, good
And
morning.
it's only going to get bigger, so go now. There's plenty of wind. You have no problem staying up. What I do is I get my stuff set up over the side so I'm not in the way.
Sure.
And then I just carry it over here in a ball and launch. Some of these guys are not doing that. So. Right is clear. Okay, come to the right, Joe. Now you're doing all that traffic, Joe. It's making it a little bit bigger. Don't do that wig on stuff, Joe. You get into your harness without wig on. And I would come back this way, Joe, before you get into all that traffic in there. Okay, now as Joe goes by you, just follow to the right. Looking good now. Joe, you got somebody right behind you, so keep an eye on that. Mucho viento, ¿eh? Pobrecita Susie. ¿Eh? ¿Estás frío?
Do you continue on that or?
Depends on your hill position. If you want to get closer to the hill, yes, let it.
Okay.
If you're in lifting air, come close to the hill. If you're in sinking air, get away from the hill. That's basically the idea.
Right, but in the crabbing, and I'm just asking, should he try to straighten that out, or that's totally?
Well, if he wants to, you know, I try to stay right over this area so I can
But
come in.
that's what I mean. I mean, if his shoulders are going sideways, his whole body is this way rather than either this way.
His shoulders should be lined up with the wingtips.
Right, but that's why I'm asking. Should the wingtip turn more east-west, or it's okay to just basically fly sideways?
It's fine sideways. Why not? Because if he
Just
flies,
asking, is that the idea?
he should be flying north-south most of the time.
Okay.
If he turns east-west, he's going to fly away from the lift band.
Right, but I'm just asking.
And if he turns west, he's going to come in down landing.
But it's okay. But in other words, he shouldn't try to correct that 45-degree angle. Just
No.
fly that way.
Because he's counting. If he goes straight north-south, he's going to get blown back there.
Okay, alright. Well, my other question is, you said I was rocking a lot, which I understand. And then I didn't really understand what the weight shift is, because if I'm
Well,
pendulating, what do you want me to do?
if this wing is coming up higher, lean on that side. If this
Okay.
wing tips come higher that way. If you get it screwed up though, you'll actually make it worse. So then just stop and let it settle itself out. But the idea is to keep your wing flat. Most
I
of
mean, I
these guys
understood.
are
I was
pretty
also
flat.
just trying to avoid the ground. And,
Yeah, that's a good thing to avoid, yeah. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the air, that's good. Let's see if we can get more. Aren't you glad you stuck around? That work thing can wait.
here's what happened. I got back and go, well, I got to at least drive out there just so I can find it next time. And I kited
Uh-huh.
shopping, and so I'll give you some more money today. Thanks. This is
No
weird.
problem. All right. Looks like it's going to be better going to the right. Well, except follow him then. Okay, Irv, come to the right now. Okay, Chris, looking good. Go. left or the right is fine, Chris. Either way, but don't go straight. You're going to fall out of it. Alright. That's okay, Herb. You were way higher, so it's okay for you to violate the rule. It's okay to violate the rule, guys, if you just show ahead of time what you're going to do. And it's best if you guys that are in the air to go up north or south, but leave this launch area clear for other people.